Mr. Corbett, this is for you. In June, the majority in the legislature passed a major corporate transit tax at the request of Governor Murphy to raise more money for New Jersey Transit. On top of that, in July, you imposed 15% fare hikes on commuters, New Jersey Transit riders. It seems to me that New Jersey Transit has an insatiable appetite for taking money from commuters and from our taxpayers. Yet, we just had another summer of hell on New Jersey Transit, and despite all that money, the rider experience continues to be deplorable. Just ask my constituents. So here's my question. Don't you agree that it is time for a top-to-bottom audit of New Jersey Transit? And don't you agree that it is time for a complete overhaul of the management team at New Jersey Transit? And respectfully, that includes you.
No, I don't.
You have no explanation?
Yeah, obviously I understand your position. I think, as I mentioned, we're totally believe in being transparent and answering. I think any transit agency, as head of any transit agency around this country, we want to be efficient and productive, and we'll be transparent in that regard. But it's like a hospital. The nature of our business, it's a high capital intense environment, and it's also high operational costs. So, it'd be a long explanation to go through each one of those elements. Glad to do it, through the chair. But, we've done, we came in, I know the mess we inherited that we came in 8 years ago. And I said, I don't care, it's like with my kids, I don't care whose fault it is. If I have to settle it, you'll both be sorry. So we had both with Amtrak and with a lot of the issues we were dealt with when we came in, the mess we inherited. And I think we've done a very good job. And I'm forgetting me. I'm always glad to be accountable. But I think there's a lot of times it's easy to pick on people. It's I think we have 12,000 employees plus, and I think most of them do a really great job and try to do the best job they can. And I think they deserve support, accountability, absolutely. But I think the ability to, I can take anything in this job, but for a lot of the employees who are working really hard, I think there's a lot of times that constant slamming them is not productive.
This is not about the employees, this is about you. The buck stops with you, right? And doesn't the statute of limitations run out at some point, blaming the prior administration?
It's not blame themselves for getting stuff done. And that's what we've been trying to do, well, and I think we have a good record of getting stuff
respectfully,
done.
You kept mentioning the mess that you inherited. I assume you're referring to the prior administration.
I'm talking about 50 years of a mess. I mean, I think there's plenty of blame to go around for why transit systems in this country they inherited, private, people will say the private sector. I'm a believer in the private sector, big supporter of capitalism. But what we inherited from the Erie, the Lackawanna, the Central New Jersey, the private bus companies that went out of business.
Excuse me, Mr.
We never had adequate funding.
New Jersey Transit recently named a new customer advocate. I believe his name is Frank Bowman. My question is, why is he not here today?
I didn't invite him.
Yeah, he wasn't invited. I don't see the relevance, but fine.
Don't you think it would be important for him to be here today to hear our concerns? He's the customer advocate for New Jersey Transit.
Assemblyman Phillips, he was just hired.